Okay, so this is my second track. I've worked on it today, and I'm pretty happy with where it is right now. Like, I'm going to bounce it down, and that's going to be it for this track. So, so I've been working on it for a good, say, 3 hours. Probably doesn't look like it or sound like it, but I have. Okay, so it all started with this sound here. And I just sort of was repeating the same note over and over again, and I was trying to make some sort of bass line. So this is what I got. Okay, so that's it for that. I did that, and then I wanted to put some drums around it, so I started with just doing a simple 4 to the floor kick bass, which I then, was just this kick. And then I added snare, and I just wanted to fill in all the gaps sort of thing, so then I put some hats in, which go now. So I just did that, and I changed. So instead of just being simple hats, if you go in, I came in, and every 2 bars I put in this extra notes during the end of the phrase. And then that's the same also with the snares. I put a double clap snare at the end. You see this one labeled ping. Basically, I don't know if this is the correct one. No, that's not it. Okay, so I had this little beep beep beep. I'll turn up a little. And that little beep went in with the kicks and the snares. So if I go, and I use that just to sort of fill the empty space within the kick drums, which I thought then sort of gave the drums more to life. So that's all I had to start with, and I thought to myself that with this bass line, it's quite dominating. So instead of me using this as a part of the drums, I thought I'd use it as a part of like a melody line. So where I had the keys pressed on that dit dit dit, I would have it and then change it up a little. So I started. I found this. I made it in Massive, and I basically then went about. I copied and pasted 6. So these 6 here of this one, because this was the original, and then just went through and I changed the notes and then went through all of them and then changed them in each one. So some of them, and this one I've just doubled them all up and tripled them all up, and this one I've doubled and then left it doubled again. This one I've just changed it around, so then I've got 6 individual melodies that go on for 2 bars. And as you can hear, okay, so as you can hear, obviously it changed up a bit from the original, but it's still like all the notes are still in the same place. So I just did that, just repeated them. But obviously a couple of times we can see where I've coloured them. I've coloured them all individually, so I know which ones are which. I've also got this under unknown sound, but it's just basically like a rise that I've made. Why has that changed? Okay, that shouldn't be like that. Okay, well I need to go sort that out. And basically I had that, and then I just started laying it. Actually, no, that isn't. No, that's not the rise. This is. So I've got that, and these two together, I'm pretty sure, was what I went for. Okay, that's incorrect. Was this Miami? That shouldn't be like. No, that should not be like that. Anyway, I'll sort that out in a second. Okay, so I've got this so far, and then basically I've just been structuring it. So then you break it down, and it comes back in with the drums. Yeah. So my influence with this piece, I've actually got one. If Chrome's gonna load, I'm pretty sure it's on Chrome. I bookmarked it. How do I get bookmarked? Oh, damn it. Remove bookmark. So this is okay. So this is what I use to influence me structure-wise, because of the way that it's the same repeated sort of melody in the way that everything else around it sort of drops out. So yeah, that's what I took influence from when I was making this. So I had the original 6, and then I sort of repeated them, and then had the drums and the bass like drop in and out within between, and had these rises where like it would build up tension and then break it down into a new section. So yeah, I doubled up on the bass because I thought this bass was a bit weak by itself. So I doubled it up. And then with this bass, I took out a lot of the high because I didn't like why? Because I didn't like it. If you listen, I didn't like that like reverb over it. So I took it out. Actually, leave a little bit in there. Just so then it gives it a bit more than just dull bass sort of thing. Yeah, so that's everything about this track. I've covered most things. I haven't mastered it yet or mixed it yet, but there's a lot of compression, EQ, and all the simple stuff. Like all of these are the same, apart from the modern club drum machine. All the rest are the deep tech the drum machine. So yeah, that's everything.